You should definitely you should definitely auto the plant. I think what's the timing? Like 120. It's like 125 or whatever it is. Get yourself a stack. 123, yeah. Sounds right. Wait, this is diamond, right? I'm sorry. This dude's a diamond. Sorry. My bad, dog. I demoted you. Just like that. Just like that, all your work gone.
First blood.
Yeah, that's fine. Wave's gonna push anyways. Probably just last hit it for your mid so he's not too gimped. Like, don't just randomly auto like you're doing. Just last hit. Alright, let's talk about your route for a second. Alright. I have a complaint right away. My first complaint is I'm not really sold on ignoring the top lane. I feel like when you have a matchup like this where it's gonna go hard one way or another, I think it's the jungler's responsibility to play towards that matchup. So blue side start, I don't really agree with it. I know that in this game you like pop off and get huge. I know that, spoiler alert, got it. But that said, I don't like this pathing of I'm gonna play towards mid and bot. I'd rather it be just top and mid, because it's just too frequently you're gonna have opportunities in this matchup, and Tryndamere versus Darius is one of those matchups where it's like they're gonna trade, like it's inevitable, and it's gonna be easy pickings, easy 2v2s. The 2v2 you like a lot, mainly because it's a Mumu Darius and Tryndamere has Ignite. Rengar's pretty bursty. It should be a nice and easy 2v2. So I don't really agree with this pathing, and I think as a jungler at this level, it's your responsibility to look at the lanes and think about how the matchup's gonna go. His bot would also be pushed in with a Kate Recon. Yeah, that's true too. As for the path itself, this does get a little complicated with the scuttle changes though. Let me back up a little bit. So we decide to go, how did this work itself out? So we do what's essentially not like a full clear, but a pretty healthy, like a pretty long clear, right? Then we go to mid. Okay, this is where we should look at, because if you're not going to start red, and I guess now that we're thinking about the new scuttle spawn, it kind of changes things, right? Because now it's spawning at 3 minutes or 3:30. I'd say that if you're gonna be here, then yeah, this would be the time to go top lane. We really like top lane here, because now you can path and you can take scuttle, and then you can set up a gank. You shouldn't be too afraid of Darius. Really, he's pretty easy to outplay. Just don't get hit by his Q. It was like, what is the timing of this? Yeah, I think this is a missed opportunity in this game. So it's like 320. It popped out like new patch. We're all confused. In the Rengar's defense, I'm saying it's a missed opportunity, but I feel like everybody's kind of learning how this patch will play in terms of pathing. So you decide to counter gank mid. You need to flash sooner here. So the play, you were dead, like you were fine until you let him Q. Basically, you want to flash in front of his Q. You knew he'd flashed already, so you flash in front of his Q to block it. Just a fun little way to kind of outplay there, and then that way you're not going to be in a situation where you're going under tower. You feel me? Because then we would be able to, well, you could shove mid after that if you wanted. You could alternatively go to top as well. You could do a lot of things if you survive that. I know it seems a little silly flashing in front of a bandage toss, but it's the right move there. This is why I want to help this guy. This lane, most Tryndamere players, like, it's gonna go one way or the other, top. It's just how it is. I mean, he's obviously dog shit to have built a fucking amp tome, but still, yeah. So you gank mid. Oh shit. Nice try. Duck into the brush, don't get it. So you're thinking about diving? My issue with this dive, I'm okay with this type of play if you have flash up, okay? I'm okay with you fishing for this if you have flash up. Because with flash, we can actually get something nifty done. Because we can jump in, empower W, walk out and flash if it gets scary. Also, you need to remember that mid is pushed in. Constantly try to cross-reference like where mid is and where their jungle could be. And what their jungle can do as you're sitting here. Also, his posturing seems a little sketchy to me. It seems like he's got vision of you a lot there too. As a good rule of thumb, don't make these plays unless you have flash up or unless they're like super fucking low and you know where everyone is. Good defense, sort of. She died anyways. It's a free kill on top. But Tryndamere push, I think that's fine. Okay. Not much to say about that. We can anticipate a Mumu showing up some of the time, but it would be a pretty big leap. Actually, well, if you run into a Mumu, he kills you, so yeah, maybe not. And you don't have your ult. Yeah, there's not much to say there. Because Amumu is pretty big at this point. Beef Amumu, dude. Alright, so we get Duskblade. Alright, now we're thinking, where can we get the most out of Duskblade? I would probably just go bottom a lot of the time. My bot lane, based on what I'm seeing in this replay, bot lane doesn't seem too incompetent to me. It's also one of those lanes where Caitlyn quickly takes towers. I'd say that's probably win condition a lot of the time. We elect to do dragon. We get dragon for free. I'm gonna say shove mid before going top. You can generate a lot more pressure this way. You can also, while you're shoving mid, you can decide whether or not if you actually want to commit to top or go bottom. But you do have Tiamat, so to me it doesn't make any sense to go all the way up here. I would have liked that a lot more, I think. Alright. So you knew Amumu was bot side, right? Like, we know Amumu's bot side. We're not about that right now. Okay. We cannot fight 3v3 versus bot lane. We have to recognize that going into this. You saw him hovering bot side. You also know that he's doing scuttle right now. And he's poking around. He's poking around. He wants to know what's up. You take blue. Now, if they have all this vision, and they have a Mumu bot side, and mid is shoved, I don't know why we're going down here. You're basically just inviting a fight that we're not in love with. Guys, the most frustrating thing to play against as an assassin or as a champion that relies on bursting people is a heavy CC guy that's ahead of us. So we don't want to go anywhere near that shit. Alright? The better move probably, if you want to do anything, I would rather you come out. If you're going to go down here, I would rather you ult now so that we know what's going on and we can make a judgment call on who to go for. And a lot of the time I'm thinking maybe like a Galio or something. If we can pop him, because he should be relatively squishy. Maybe he has Aftershock though. Maybe not. Or Katarina. or you'll just know where a Mumu is. You'll also zone off the other team. Zoning off the other team's a good move too. So if you ult here and then a Mumu walks by and catches you or whatever the fuck, he's going to try to rotate to Galio or whoever's closest to him to protect. But just walking down here is not a very good play because we know it's going to be 3v3 or 3v4 too often. It's just what it is. And it sucks, but you just got to wait for a better option. There's just going to be better stuff. Once you see a Mumu, I have no idea why you don't just R anyways, to be safe. So there's your 4v3 we're talking about.
Red team double kill. Turret plating.
Okay, your top laner just solo killed Darius. You should be pathing towards top. You should be pathing towards top and you should be looking around to see if there's anything you can do. Is there jungle camps you can take? We get vision. So we react. Either way, like we could still be pathing towards top there and then obviously swing down if you see it, which is fine. That's good. You shove mid. Kali's on a rampage.
Shut down.
What's the dragon coming up? I can't. Oh, it's a Cloud Drake. You should be probably going Rift. Akali just got done killing everybody down here somehow. I don't know how. But you don't really want to be chilling down bot lane anymore. There's no... Like, the Cloud Dragon is not that useful. And again, top lane has top pressure, so that gives you a window. Once you got that mid tower, you path straight to Rift. You can get Scuttle, and then you can get Rift, which is pretty useful here, right? Rift is really good on you and Tryndamere, because you need to knock down objectives quickly. You don't really have... The only person that can really hit towers here is Caitlyn Tryndamere. Akali's not going to be doing that very often. Tryndamere may not do that if he throws, and it looks like he might. But I don't like the rotation towards Cloud Drake. Clown Drake is clowny. We don't use that shit.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
That rift should have been ours. This rift should have been ours. I think if we had rotated to it after mid, we would have had it. Ping Tryndamere for it and try to get it.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
You don't need to sit here and smack creeps. Tryndamere can do that for you. You're a fed assassin. Once Tryndamere rotates to mid, move on.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
See how you're doing this bullshit? Just move on. Find something more useful to do. You're a fed assassin. Go find people.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Baron's not up. We can't do anything there. You shove mid. A little scared of Darius here, but he TPs, so we're going top. We don't have another play. Mumu holds. Get red. This is all fine here. This all makes sense to me. Getting a phone call. I don't know that number. I'm not answering that. One moment, sorry guys. Okay. Let's see what happened to us. So we rotated off a bot. Alright, my criticism of this shit is, I don't know why you didn't just wait for ultimate. All you're doing is Rengar, when you walk up without ultimate, you saw exactly what happened. You have to burn your flash, and then you have to play the fight out, right? You have to play the fight out without flash while you wait for your ultimate. So you flash away, then you ult in. Once you've shown that you're engaging a fight, everyone's going to start rotating to you. So if you just waited the extra 2 or 3 seconds, you know that they don't have vision of you, wait the extra 2 or 3 seconds, then ult, and then you're going to have your burst damage out right, and you're not going to give the enemy team time to react. All you really did was just give them time to react by showing up. Like you did. So here, you're chilling, you're chilling, you're chilling. Just wait for your ult before making this move. Such a free kill on this guy if you just wait the extra. Where's he gonna go? ADC just ran it down. Nice. Let's do some clown music in honor of this Caitlyn, because you guys like the clown music so much. Let's do it. It goes so well with this.
Shut down.
Yeah, it's just great. Trinamir, why aren't you splitting, dude? I can't stand Trinamir players, man. This fucking guy. What the fuck's the point of just standing there, man? Sorry, I'm leaving Rengar alone because I'm staring at this dumb Kate. Okay, enemy team gets aced. Backing's fine. You get Baron. We're in a Mario Party game now. Honestly, if I'm you, I'm pressing R and I'm fishing, dude. I don't know. I don't like the back. The back is bad. Press R and run around. Press R and find somebody. Katarina's off on her own. You never know. You never know, and the only way you're gonna know is with your ult giving you vision. I think this is a mistake. You're really big, and you can one-shot their AD carry. You really should be pressing R and looking around. There's no downside to this play. By the time that a push organizes from your team, you'll have your ult back up again. You understand? By the time they get moving around the map, you need to find a pick. Your team doesn't siege very well, and you need to find a pick. Caitlyn's siege is okay, but not the rest of your team, right? Caitlyn's a great sieger, but the rest of these guys aren't very good siegers. You need picks. You need to look for them. I think this is a mistake. If it was me, as soon as I get that dragon, I touch the brush, I'll check it. Okay, they don't have vision. I'll just press R and run around the map. Now I'm going to take off the fog and you're going to see what I'm talking about. Right now, if we press R, we run around the map, we can actually... I mean, Amumu's pretty fucking tanky, so you're probably not killing that guy. But we could actually fish around. Maybe this guy splits off and goes by himself too long. Maybe when they're tunneling on this Tryndamere, you can find something to do. I think the only reason you probably backed is for an item, I suppose. Whoa. Yeah, we can't go in here. We're dead, I think. Can't go in there. You just gonna have to wait. That's another reason why I like taking the initiative with Rengar. A good rule of thumb is when you're a burst champ, the faster you can find a pick, it's optimal. You really want to be looking for it first. Jumping in here after the team fight wasn't looking too hot, that's just... You gotta let it go. You're basically... You need to give the tower away and just let it go. Poor Caitlyn, dude. Going through it. Poor Kate. There's fucking water in here. So you go GA. Yeah, you probably run after him here. You have GA, stick in it. Why'd you stop? Oh no! Why'd you stop chasing it? This purring noise. You need to commit to that. You're dead anyways. In most cases. And you need to remember they just pushed. They just sieged. They need to back. Oops, sorry. We're gonna skip ahead now. With Katarina bottom like that, and just they had already overstayed quite a bit. I'm 100% committing to that fight. This will probably be the last review of the day. I know I didn't do many reviews today, but we'll have to do them tomorrow. I've got life stuff happening. Life phone calls and texts.
spawning soon. Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
My only criticism really in this late game is that I just feel like you're not preemptively ulting to look for picks, to look for finds. You clear a lot of vision and it's hard for people to stay grouped in solo queue. Someone always splits off and you're really big so you can kill just about anybody. I really wish you'd be ulting and trying to feign engages and be a little bit more disruptive with your lead. You have GA too. You guys have to remember that the ult on Rengar lasts a long time. 20 seconds is a fucking eternity of zoning. It's very long. At least Caitlyn's helping us get Baron. Like here, this tilts me. Press R, like run down here and press R and go for this fucking guy. Go for him. Put the game away. We don't want a 5v5 in mid. We're lucky we made it this far. Just go down. Skip this. Just go right on down. You got GA. Yes, Galio can counter ult. That's okay if he does. We can fake. We can do a lot of things with our ult. We can run in there and act like we're going to go in and then run through the jungle and set up a siege. And we can do all sorts of shit. But it's poking. You've got to look for an opportunity. Press R. Press R. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're so fed. Why aren't you pressing R? It gives us info. Ooh, I'm tilted. Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting until they group? They were all split. This guy was down here. Press R, go deep into the jungle, find the pick. Tilted. No, now's not the time to do it. Darius about to penta you guys.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
The use of Edge of Night is good this game though, I think. My only criticism, I like this. I'll tell you, I like this until you didn't do one thing. You jump in, you combo, just run away. Make a quick attempt and run away. Would have been plenty, dude. I don't think you really got much value after the jump, and then you could have grabbed the wave. So like you jump in, you get Kaiser to shit herself, right? And all their cooldowns are gonna go on you. You jump in real quick and then back away. Cut the wave, they can't end the game. And they have a tougher time with the push. All that really wound up happening is you jumped in. You jump in and you back away. Top's pushing. You can stop backs. You can do a lot of macro stuff. It's very important, guys. I'm guilty of this, and so is anybody else that plays this game a lot. Macro is so huge. If you can come up with a way to work around the waves and the towers and keeping yourself alive a little bit longer, like, you can keep your team in the game 10, 15 minutes more, and then you might be able to luck out and come back into it, right? In this case here, I think jumping on the Kaiser was actually the right play because she was split. She was not grouped, and people weren't going to respond very well to that flank. But then you jump in, you do your combo, right? You jump, your E. It's like jump, E, Q. Or it's like Q, E, Q, whatever the fuck it is, right? W, whatever. You jump in, quickly run back out, and then assess the fight, and you could grab the wave here. Like, it's here now. You can grab the wave here, and then once the enemy team decides, oh shit, we've got a back, you can stop the backs. Now look what happens. We're dead. We can't do any of that shit, right? So we're gonna lose the inhib. It changes things quite a bit. Birdman's coming, dude.
Has been destroyed. Shut down.
Hopefully we don't go for a silly backdoor play. I would say your ult should be coming out sooner, first of all. Because you get that move speed. And then you go fishing. I hate that you jump right into a taunt. Because that's not when we jump in. It's not. You're not gonna kill her quick enough there. From here, reset. Just fucking reset. You have Baron. You don't have to do this. You don't have to go all in like this. You even, if you didn't want to reset, go empower the creeps. Go buff the creeps so they move a little faster. But you are useless in this fight. Look how useless you are. Look how useless. Watch. Just back. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. You have Baron. The game's not over. Just back, reset, let your team do whatever they're gonna do, and the game doesn't just end outright. Now, Caitlyn is dumb as fuck. He's like not even... Jesus, that macro is so bad. But you don't have to do this. After you go for the ult play, really how I view that ult out of Baron Pit was, you know, if we get a big pick and we have waves, we can try to end. But it was kind of, we were stepping over minions and doing this long, prolonged fight. I'd rather just buff the creeps and chill behind those. Alright. Yeah, it's an unlucky game, dude. I have a couple criticisms of your game. One being, I don't like how you're not using your ult to fish around for opportunities as much as I'd like to see, especially when you get ahead. If you're not ahead, like, I get it, wanting to pick the right ones, but when you're a really big lead, you kind of want to impose on people's movement. So you constantly just throw your ult up and run around and try to find opportunities. But yeah, I didn't see a lot of that, and it felt like you were being very reactive in the late game, which I don't think is the right move. If you watch a lot of the guys that fucking no-life Rengar all day, it's pretty much go, go, go when they get a lead. They're looking for those opportunities. As a good rule of thumb, remember with burst champs, assassins in general, normally when you get big enough to where you one-shot people, looking for that early like 4v5 lead is a big difference maker in like mid to late game, like whether or not you get the win. Because I noticed with Rengar, if you don't go into the enemy jungle and fish around for kills, you get into this situation where you're fed, you're huge, but without your ult, like you just kind of walk around and like here you hit objectives, which is great, but I'd rather you just like take inhib and then back or just back altogether and clear mid, because you don't have to go all in on it. It just seems unnecessary to me. But yeah, anyways, I hope this helps, dude. Seriously. YouTube, what up? It's Neace. I hope you like the content. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, please go to the stream, twitch.tv/Neace, and sub up. It's only $5, or Twitch, Amazon Prime, and that shit really helps. Rengar guys out there, I hope this helps you. The other thing, before I forget, make sure you use the plant for the start. Cue the plant. And think about lane matchups. I think you could really take advantage of top lane pretty heavy if you elected to camp it more. Just because this matchup's going to go one way or the other, no matter what. All right, cool. Peace. Crackers.